Matthew's rolling a normal dice 24 times. We have to get 1 to 6 at least once, and then 1 comes up more times than any other number. Matthew adds up the numbers, and the total he obtained is the largest one. What number did he obtain? So we know we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add these up. 6, 10, 15, 21. We've got a score of 21 from 6 rolls. And then we've got another 18 rolls to try to maximize what we can get, except one has to come up more times than any other number. So we can't just get 18 sixes, for example. So I didn't actually do this in the best way. Now I reflect on it. I looked at whether we'd got two extra results here, like 1 and 6, or three, 1, 6, and 5, or four results. I quite like what the answers do. They work for it systematically with a number of ones rolled. So I'm going to do it using that idea now, I think, because I just think it's a bit clearer and comprehensive. So the number of ones, and then twos, threes, and so on. Okay, so with these 18 rolls, we have to have more ones than anything else. So we're trying to so we're trying to minimize the number of ones in some sense. But if uh, we could have maybe 10 ones. Like, there's no point in ever having 11 ones because you could have 10 ones and then still have the most. Um, so might as well go with that. And then to maximize the score, it would be 8 sixes. So this would give, I'll just do some working sort of at the bottom. We'd have our 21 plus 10 by doing 10 times 1 plus 48. That's going to give 31 plus 48, 79 as a total. Okay, so we can definitely do better than that, as you can see from the answers. If we had 9 ones, then we could still have 8 sixes, because we've still got more ones, but then you could have a 5 as the second best result. So we've got one less one, which means we can subtract one from the total, but then we've got an extra 5, so we can add on 5, which is essentially adding 4. So 83 would be an option. Okay, great, we've hit option A. Can we do any better? Well, what if we had eight ones then? Now I'm going to have fewer sixes, only 7 sixes, but I could have three fives. Okay, I'm going to figure this one out, I think. So I've got my 21, I've now got 8, and then 3 times 5, 15, plus 42. 42 and the 8 add nicely to give 50. These two give 36, so I'm up to 86. Okay, and that's actually shown us we can definitely do better. What if I go to 7 ones? Right, now I'm gonna say 6 sixes. I'm up to 13, and then 5 fives. So 21 plus 7 plus 25 plus 36. These two are going to add to give 61. These two add to give 28. So 28 plus 61 is going to give 89. Okay, which we kind of knew that we're going to get more than 86 anyway. Right, question is, can we get more than that? So let's go with 6 ones. 5 sixes, 5 fives. I'm up to 16, and then I'm going to need to have 2 fours to make it work. Okay, little calculation. We've got 6 plus 8 plus 25 plus 30. Don't forget the 21 from before. So 14 plus 29 is going to give 39. And then I'm adding 51, and we managed to get to 90. Okay, very easy, I think, in this question to stop at 89, but in fact, we can get to 90. Now, it doesn't really seem likely we're going to get 100, so you might be very tempted to go with 90 at this point, and you would be correct. If we're being comprehensive, we should just like have a little look at what happens when we extend it further. So if we go down to 5 ones, well, the problem here is that suddenly we're having to have less sixes and sort of distribute it with some of these lower numbers. So that gives me 13, 17, and then 1. And I don't know, it's quite quick to see that we're just having to spread like we want as many sixes as we can in some respect, and we're just losing them. But let's calculate it. 5, and then we've got one lot of 3, 4 lots of 4, and 20, 24, and the 21. So that gives 40, that gives 41. I'm up to 81. Okay, I'm doing all right, but actually 81 plus 8, 89. So we're on the point of going down. And if you make it 4, we're going to have 3, 3, 3, 3, and similar. So from this point on, it's peaked at 90. At this point on, it's going to go back down. Yeah, I do like that method. So I'm not going to talk about how I did it because it's just not as good, to be honest. I did like, right, let's just have two other results, so as many ones and sixes as we can. And then what about three results? It kind of works in a similar sort of way, but this just shows systematically why it has to be 90.